The year was 2056, and humanity had finally achieved its greatest dream, a successful manned mission to Mars. After decades of research and planning, the crew of the spacecraft Ares 1 had finally set foot on the red planet and begun the long process of exploring its surface. For months, the crew had lived in isolation, studying the Martian landscape and conducting experiments to determine if the planet was habitable. They had faced many challenges along the way: equipment malfunctions, communication blackouts, and even a dangerous solar storm, but they had persevered, driven by their sense of adventure and the desire to push the boundaries of human knowledge. As the mission neared its end, the crew began to pack up their equipment and prepare for the long journey back to Earth. However, just as they were about to depart, something strange happened. One of the crew members, a veteran astronaut named Dr. Maria Rodriguez, noticed a strange object in the distance. It was a bright, shimmering light that seemed to be moving towards them at an incredible speed. At first, the crew thought it might be a meteor or some other natural phenomenon, but as the object grew closer, they realized that it was something else entirely. It was a spacecraft unlike anything they had ever seen before. As the spacecraft approached, the crew could see that it was sleek and metallic, with strange markings etched into its surface. It landed near the Ares 1 spacecraft, and a door opened, revealing a figure in a silver spacesuit. The crew was shocked and amazed. They had always believed that humanity was alone in the universe, but now, standing before them, was proof that there were other intelligent beings out there. Dr. Rodriguez approached the figure, and as she did, a strange sense of familiarity washed over her. It was as if she had known this being her whole life, even though she had never seen anything like it before. "Welcome," said the being, in a voice that sounded both human and alien. "We have been waiting for you." The crew of the Ares 1 spacecraft was stunned by the appearance of the mysterious spacecraft and the being who had emerged from it. They were eager to learn more about this visitor from another world, but they were also cautious, unsure of its intentions. As they approached the strange craft, the crew could see that it was covered in symbols and markings that they could not decipher. Dr. Rodriguez tried to communicate with the being, but it seemed to speak a language that was completely foreign to her. However, as the crew continued to observe the craft and its occupant, they began to notice something strange. The symbols on the craft seemed to be changing and shifting, as if they were alive. And the being itself seemed to be shifting and changing too, its form flickering and morphing in a way that was almost impossible to describe. The crew was both fascinated and frightened by what they were seeing. It was as if they had stumbled upon something that was beyond their understanding, something that was both alien and supernatural. As they continued to study the craft and its occupant, they began to realize that the universe was not what they thought it was. They had always believed that space was a cold and empty void, filled only with planets and stars. But now, standing before them, was proof that there was something more, something mysterious and mystical that they had never even imagined. As the crew continued to observe the craft, they noticed that it was emitting a strange energy, a pulsating glow that seemed to fill the air around them. And as they breathed in this energy, they began to feel something strange happening within them. Some of the crew members began to experience vivid hallucinations, seeing strange visions of other worlds and dimensions. Others felt a deep sense of peace and enlightenment, as if they were being transported to another plane of existence. The crew realized that they had stumbled upon something truly incredible, something that had the power to transform the very fabric of reality itself. And they knew that they could never go back to the way things were before. They were forever changed, forever connected to the strange and mysterious universe that they had discovered. As the crew of the Ares 1 spacecraft continued to explore the strange and mystical universe that they had discovered, they realized that their mission to Mars was just the beginning. They had opened a door to a world that was beyond their wildest dreams, and they knew that they had to explore it further. Over the years that followed, the crew continued to encounter strange and wondrous things, mysterious energy fields, ancient ruins on distant planets, and even other intelligent beings who had traveled through the vast expanse of space. As they traveled further and further from Earth, the crew began to understand that the universe was not just a collection of planets and stars, but something far more complex and interconnected. They discovered that every part of the universe was connected, from the smallest particles to the largest galaxies, and that they themselves were a part of this vast and intricate web of existence. In the end, the crew of the Ares 1 spacecraft realized that their journey to Mars had been about more than just exploration and discovery. It had been about unlocking the secrets of the universe, and about understanding their own place within it. And as they returned to Earth, they knew that they would never be the same again. They had been forever transformed by their journey, forever connected to the strange and mystical universe that they had discovered. And they knew that their journey had just begun.